You're a bride who wants to be on time the day of your wedding. You need a wedding morning hair and makeup timeline. We set the tone for the entire day. I'm Dana. I own Beautiful Brides Hair and Makeup, an on-site luxury hair and makeup company in the Northeast and Southeast. And these are my suggestions when working with your hair and makeup team. About 2 to 3 months before the big day, I'll reach out to you and I'll ask you, hey, what's your timing? What's your ceremony? What's your first look? The reason I do that is so I can draft your timeline, your hair and makeup timeline. Your hair and makeup team literally sets the tone for the entire day. And sometimes hair and makeup teams get a bad rap that, oh, the hair and makeup is always late. I will tell you this, we are never late unless there is something else going on in the room that we cannot control. I pride myself on making sure that all of my bridal parties are on time and ready to go with a lot of wiggle room just in case, because it is a wedding day and there are lots going on. I said I'll reach out to you and I'll ask you several questions to confirm. I'll say, please confirm your ready location. Now, if you're getting ready in a hotel or a home, you really don't have any restrictions on what time we can start. Side note, if you're getting ready at a venue, a specific venue that says they have a bridal suite, you need to check with them now to make sure they have no restrictions on how early you can get in. Because if you have a 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock first look with a 3 o'clock ceremony, you are going to have an early day. So sometimes venues either don't allow you on site very early, or they will charge you extra per hour, sometimes upwards of $2.50 an hour. So definitely check. Once we have all that information, I ask you things like, what time will your photographer arrive in the ready room to take getting ready photos? What time do you, the bride, need to start dressing? Who in your party do you want to help you dress? That's important. Usually it's the mom, maid of honor, and I make sure that they're ready with you so they can help you dress. And the rest of the bridesmaids and the rest of the party can almost keep going. Now, if you're having a first look with your bridesmaids or your dad, these are things I need to know so that I can draft that timeline for you so that you're on time. I'll ask things like, what time are you leaving the room? If you're using a trolley to transport from one location to the venue, what time do you all have to be on the trolley? Things like that. I get very specific, very, very specific on exactly what your timing is. And then I work with that. Your team will arrive anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes before they're going to start their first clients. They come up to the room, they get set up. That takes a little time sometimes. Also, sometimes certain rooms in certain hotels have security cards and we have to get up to the room. So I always give my team at least 15 to 30 minutes to get into the room and get set up. As long as everyone on the timeline is ready to go, we will not run late. So I draft a timeline a couple of months before the big day, and then you and I, the bride and myself, and sometimes wedding planner, if you have a wedding planner, I always keep them in the loop. And then we come up with a great start to the day, because like I said, and I keep saying, is hair and makeup, we literally set the tone for your entire wedding day. And I've been doing this for 20 years. My team members have been bridal experts for many, many years, and we understand how the room operates and how everyone wants to be on time. So hair and makeup each, we give 45 minutes for bridesmaids and moms. Bride gets a little bit longer. If the bride hasn't had a trial, we give you a solid 2 hours with your artist to work through your style. So if everybody's ready, if everybody's in the chair, again, the 45 minutes in the timeline is a roadmap. It is not an exact science. And I always say that, I use that phrase, but maybe someone takes 55 minutes for their hair and someone takes 25 minutes, but it all works out in the end, where you'll see about 20 to 30 minutes of touch-ups. Everyone gets final touch-ups so that the first people who go very early can get very touched up. Their hair, if a pin is loose, an eyelash, lips, cheeks, whatever they need before you walk out the door, we add that to the timeline. Once that timeline is approved by you, that's it. You can tweak it up to the day of the wedding, but once we have that in place, it's sent out to your team and everybody knows where they need to be, and you will, I promise you, you will run on time. Even if you don't go with us, whoever you're working with, do not let them say, word of caution, oh, we'll just figure it out the day of, and we don't do timelines. We find they're very restrictive. Do not listen. Tell them you want a timeline. So here's an example. You can see it's an Excel spreadsheet and it's very simple. It's color coded, things like that. And I do one of these for every single one of our brides. And like I said, I've been doing this a long time, so I know how to make sure you run on time. So make sure you tell your photographer that Beautiful Brides always runs on time.